Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes. Here it is, live on YouTube, in the Cush Cafe, on a channel in deep suburbans of the mind's inner flippy switch thingy. It's page 2 poetry at Cush Cafe. I am James Otter, your host and sunburned overlord. And this is my colleague, any minute now, Andrew the Reverend Gonzalez. July is here, and it seems the sun is pissed off, or super excited, depending. Here we are in Eugene, Oregon, on July 8th, 2015. It's Tuesday. It's poetry night. Not just any poetry either. It's the most action-packed poetry. Here's that C. Oh yeah. I don't think so.
I'm out of ammo.
You're out of ammo?
I'm out of ammo.
I'm not. I'm never out of ammo. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. This is all just a stunt.
No poets were hurt in the making of this puppet.
Oh, none. Poetry and violence? Don't worry, we didn't lose our writing hands. You couldn't pay for entertainment this good, because it's fucking free. Enough about your goofy host. Tonight, the special guest is you. All of you, who come each and every week and some for the first time. Y'all make this happen. Can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah. And thank you. For you new people who are performing, you get 8 minutes. 8 minutes. That's right. And then there's a 30-second warning. Yeah. Yes. My lovely Bridget, can you hand me the 30-second warning box? Yes. 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 And then it does this. And when you hear that noise, that means get the fuck off the stage. I love you. The I love you part's very important, you know. All works must be original. And by getting on this stage, you consent to be live streamed onto page 2 with, you know, the Roman numeral 2. That's like 2 eyes, you know. YouTube channel. I don't edit for content, but I also don't allow racism or homophobia, sexism, or derogatory attacks on anybody who comes here. This is all obvious, and you are all beautiful and brilliant and make this happen. Now that y'all know how it goes, can I get a fuck yeah?
Fuck yeah!
Fucking fuck yeah. Here's a new poem. Whoops. It took me 2 years to get my shit together and become an urban firefighter. I went through the training. My crew could get ready and leave in 45 seconds flat. We were all young guys, constantly bored, sitting in the lounge, waiting for the alarm to go off and give us that heroic elegance. I even got to use the siren. It was fun at first. I didn't have to go to sleep feeling guilty. Sure, it was a stressful job. At any given moment, some mass chaos could ensue. Someone could have a heart attack or spontaneously combust. I never did believe people could just burn to death without trying. The worst thing that ever happened on site was actually a jumper. Their office building was on fire. The flames hadn't reached the top floor just yet. Strangely, nobody was panicking. Half the staff were on the bottom floor, outside. The other staff were on the roof, staring at us firemen. Then, one by one, they leapt from the building. The head supervisor was the first to jump. We tried to catch him. He made an awful splattering noise. Reminded me of when I cracked my back, or Gallagher smashing a watermelon. His cell phone was still intact, and his wife was calling him. I picked up. She sounded eerily calm. I explained that her husband was dead. Felt like I was having a heart attack. It stopped raining recently. It's been maybe 2 months since the last drizzle. Not even a long rainstorm. So my crew were on duty 24/7. That man who jumped, he had a receding gray hairline, deep crow's feet. His face shows up sometimes. If I told the other guys, they'd just laugh it off and tell me to play some more ping pong. Maybe see how many minutes until the next disaster. This career choice is starting to get to me. Most of these fires, it turns out, have been planned arsons. Our chief got us in contact with a few detectives. One of them hands me specifically a case file. It's that office supervisor guy who jumped. He had a history of being Employee of the Month for the last 4 years, until last month. Robert Fleckus had a clean file, but why were they showing me this guy's background? They explained that his fingerprints had been traced to multiple fires around town. I believe the detective's name was Rogers. He wanted us to go and check on his wife. According to the file, Mrs. Fleckus had an extensive history of mental illness. The Detective Rogers was concerned that she might harm herself or others. She wanted to meet my crew, and me specifically. Mrs. Fleckus lived out of town near Mount Angel. My crew refused to go out there. I thought I could hear this crazy woman out. If there was trouble, there would be cops with me. Why would there be trouble out there? My boss always told me that country life is more of a struggle than the city. But this lady, she wanted to know why her husband jumped. Did she know he started those fires? The detectives told me not to go. They said where she lives, hysteria is contagious. Contagious. I shouldn't ignore my crew. I would be better off just staying in the city. Just because her husband's dead doesn't mean the fires will stop. I don't believe in ghosts or aliens. Sasquatch is just a guy in a costume as far as I can tell. The Loch Ness Monster is a hoax. I don't have time to debunk that shit. I just know it makes sense. I tell the chief I won't go out there. Chief Wachowski is a no bullshit type guy. He wants his department to stick together. Mrs. Fleckus is still on my mind. What the hell does she want me to tell her? I think back to when I picked up that cell phone. Her voice was sickly smooth like Cincinnati chili. She asked where her husband was. I told her outright what happened. She didn't believe me. I didn't have time to console her, so I just hung up. It was more important I make sure there were no other jumpers, that the fire didn't spread to any other buildings. I was one of 2 witnesses to Robert Fleckus' suicide. The possibility existed that his wife thinks I killed her husband. I need validation. The other guys don't get it. This man's death is eating away at me. If I had gotten there sooner, if I had caught him at the police department, I had scrolled the address down on a tiny yellow sticky note. My handwriting was fading out. 5901, Route 315, Exit 20. Take a left after the Laughing Clown Family Restaurant. Look for 1-story lemon meringue colored house. Intently, I stare at this little crumpled note. It's about 1 in the morning. I should be resting, but I can't sleep. Piecing around the upstairs of the fire department, I decide to leave silently. Hesitating, I stare at a group of college-age kids wearing sports jerseys. Almost every business is closed. The bars only have 1 hour and a half before the drunks will be staggering past us. My brothers are light sleepers, so I tiptoe to the first pole. Jump into my boots, instinctually, but put on my fireproof coat and make my way towards the sergeant's jeep. His keys are still on the dashboard. The parking lot gate creaks open. I start the car, checking to see that no sirens are on. I speed down Main Street, through the sleeping giant of Bankside, Washington, onto the open road. Everybody is going to be pissed at me if I get caught. I might even lose my job. This anxiety is sweating through my tank top. I need to just turn around and go back to bed. I'm not too far. The streets of Bankside are unnaturally smoggy tonight. The air smells like stale broccoli and nasty, nasty, vicious chemicals. It's too foggy to see. I could just turn back, put all this behind me, but I don't. And even if I could, I would keep going. This road is like the rings of Saturn. It wobbles and it turns and it rains spikes. I close my eyes, only to discover that I am still staring into the belly of this giant inferno. His face, that husband to set the town aflame, he waits in the street. My stolen rig slides towards the figure, collapsing sideways. I bang my head. It's all black, but the sun is right out front the door, laughing at me. I pass out once more. When I wake up, I am on a trailhead. The ground is leaking a boiling substance, like fat on corned beef, greasy. And I nod off again. Blue house with the tweezers lady. Her fingers pick splinters out of me. My thoughts are not mine. I was so stable before all this. No history in the psych ward. I never even broke an arm, let alone my own heart. Fireman on fire, fireman on fire. The thought repeats in my head. In the mountain of the lost angels, bad idea. Whatever. I join the mystery. To be continued.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Andrew.
Andrew.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, you still have some left? That guy's a conservative. You can tell. I'm such a liberal. It just all goes out. This is part 1 of a poem. 3 hits of LSD plus Walmarts to get trash can, Tillamook cheese, and miscellaneous items after midnight equals. Walmart is a terrible, evil corporation, and I never wish to shop there ever, ever again, ever. Walking in, the cartoon smiley face greets me with a smile. And strolling down the first aisle near the registers, I comment like a tourist new to the scenery on how the human mind is naturally psychedelic. Obviously, from all the bright and vivid colors on the cheap clothes strewn out among the hangers. Just another trip into another store, I think. It's not like I haven't done this sort of thing before, innumerable times in other settings, but something begins to weigh on me, something to do with conscience. And it is not my audacity to casually let myself in with my girl, my blue tie-dye mushroom shirt and saucer pupils concealed behind her white and light purple glasses I'm wearing, which is the cause of this moral agitation. It is something else I begin to feel. It creeps up on me slowly, maddeningly, disconcerting, this sense, not that there is something wrong with myself, but that there is something wrong with this place. And that begins to make me feel very exceedingly out of place and crappy. Infamous Timothy Leary warned against such a public setting for the Holy Sacrament, I'm aware. However, I believe, like a creed, that the answers are inside of me wherever I go, and so I go, where others may not dare to go to find what I've been missing. And here I went unthinking of the truth I would unravel, hearing voices, the indictments against the id by the superego. I am struck by the grandeur of the Marketplace Stadium, where many late-night convenience shoppers enter and leave, passing signs with bold font and propagandistic idiom, circulating in and out like the very things they purchase, going down foreign assembly lines. And somewhere in the minds of each there lay a memory put to rest, long, long ago, a thing brought up called sweatshops, where many men, women, and even children can labor in foreign lands 7 days a week with little breaks and even less pay to produce one by one, constantly, incessantly, this insane factory mania made in China to fill the convenience needs of America on the broken backs and hips and legs of others. We do not see, we cannot see, too far away to touch, and so, out of sight, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, but still there, always. Anyways, we cannot rid ourselves of their plight. Those that suffer too much beyond us, too much because of us, enslaved, and we know better than slave owners, and yet in a way it is not all our fault. Americans are kept poor. No matter what would-be hotshot, bootstrap theologians and politicians might say, and brainwashed to consider it good to get all your things from one place, owned by suits and ties who concoct the illusion that you are cared for by providing fruits and veggies out of season, when really it's all numbers. You a number, your wallet or purse carrying numbers attached to you, they do anything to get, because it all adds up, person after person. The less Walmart, king of outsourcing, can get away with paying their associates, the more satisfied they can make their stockholders. The cheaper they can make their prices, the more they can attract you for the need to stretch an already limited budget and thereby drive away the local businesses also trying to get by, forced to close their doors when the Walmart, king of outsourcing, comes into town. Item to item, I wander back and forth, speaking of tyranny. And when I invoked children suffering, tears welled up as I cried my high eyes out under the glasses, speaking only the louder of all the inhumanity, and yet it is humans who violate their own humanity. Some late-night shoppers begin to look offended that I, that guy in the Walmart, dare rant against the Walmart. And the problem is good people still shop here. Your aunts and uncles, moms and dads and grandparents and friends and myself until that day. Thus associated in the socioeconomic web with this monster, we perpetually deny the monstrosity. But how many times can we deny our infringement on the rights of others when the lies are so obvious? An unholy taboo in conversation we have because we're guilty of crimes against our fellows, not to mention the rights of the environment. And if you do not believe in rights, then still there is the fact that such destructive treatment of the world and of society will kill us if it does not stop, like a silent death wish, as we dangle, biding time, twiddling our thumbs, waiting for a disaster big enough to convince us of the harm we're doing. The businesses have forgotten. Oh Lord, petitioned by consumers you created, that there are higher values than that of dollars. Still, if eventually the atrocities would end, it is not the businesses that must become enlightened, but rather the consumers. Thank you.
I should have said class is now in session. That was awesome. All right. Thank you, Andrew. All right, Mo. Come on up to the stage. Give a warm welcome to Mo.
No moral ambiguity on this one. The blind date. To be completely fair, you're not actually blind, but it would be fair to say you're no visionary either. The you I met online seemed much more substantial. I'm quite positive that his hands weren't tiny hamster hands like the ones I try not to fixate on as I walk into the restaurant and saw them peeking out from behind your oversized menu. Speaking of walking in, I should have sensed the pulling at the base of my neck was not the nerves of newness, but instead the ageless bellowing of female premonition. 2 glasses of already chosen red wine on the table. And by way of greeting, you said to me, I hope you like red wine. And I do, who doesn't? But I had my heart set on white, and because it's like 90 degrees outside, and I was already mentally sipping it, and it should not have mattered, but it did. And later, when I phoned her, my sister said, how do you know he didn't slip a Mickey into your drink? Which I admit I'd never considered, and even knowing what a Mickey is reveals my age, which I'm not reluctant to disclose, but you must be, because you lied about yours, which you revealed when too much wine, scrambled your bio, and you mentioned Medicare. And it pissed me off because it's such an unoriginal, unimaginative lie from a man who claims to be a poet. You unilaterally decide on a bottle of red wine, which by then I was craving like a twitchy meth addict, needing to kill the noise that was the sad story of your dead young wife. And the more you drank, the less generous I wanted to be, and I needed an even bigger buzz to balance my middle-aged, overdeveloped sense of politeness, and my excellent hearing betrayed me, and you hardly took a breath, and then the more you drank, the more fucks you tucked into each pontificated sentence, and I, whoa, hold on guys, don't give up on me, and I was inwardly screaming, fuck, 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 but I didn't set them free to fuel your monologue until, mercifully, you stopped for a sufficient amount of time to order the appetizer, some nueve squash nachos that were surprisingly yummy, if an unappealing monochrome brown, and you asked the waitress for a to-go box. And when she set the styrofoam down, you didn't even offer to share. I was pondering if by chance your wife died of self-defense, and that is so uncharitable, but my jaw was hurting from my fake smile, and then not enough brain, and then to tie the memory up all nice and neat, you're more than happy to let me pay my half, which I ordinarily am fanatical about anyway, but for crap's sake, you picked this extravagant shithole for the first date that rightfully should have been a slam bam, thank you ma'am, Starbucks connection, but instead cost me 4 hours wages plus tip, and I tip way better than you, which by then was no longer the stuff cosmic jokes are made of. You placed the final jewel on my dunce hat by declaring, you just had to walk me to my car. Oh, sure, now, you cheap dick, you get chivalry like religion. And I leaned in to give you a bro hug, and you smashed my lips with, come on, what has to be an exhausted tongue. And I am sorry, I'm not proud to admit it, but honestly, it was involuntary. I laughed right in the middle of your passion. I drove into the sunset with Cher belting it out and begging me to tell her if I believed in life after love. And the weight of meeting you slid off me, and I took a long, deep breath and felt freedom again. And I shook my head and I bopped to the music and I said, girlfriend, it's not the life after love I'm worried about.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, is that a true story? Oh, yeah.
Could someone make that up?
Also, is that a reference to Suffragette City? I swear to God, I was like, he was like, slam bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm like, I know that's from a song. I've totally heard that song. Ah, that was awesome. All right. Let's give a warm round of applause to Mo. All right, keep clapping now, because it's Will's time to get on stage. Come on up to the stage, Will. Where are you? There you are. There we go. Will.
It's sneaking up on me every time. I don't know where it really keeps coming from. All right. How you guys doing? Yeah? I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I didn't have much time to write because I went to the coast and went back to my hometown. It was awesome. Watched fireworks with my friends. It was cool shit. This is what I have written. Holy shit! I've become quite the poet these last couple months, and Trump's run for president. If you can believe the precedent, that is, which is evident, dense evidence relevant, as obvious troll is obvious. Oblivious inconsistencies remain, my disdain of bigotry. The pain I feel is more than me, beside of me lies the tablet. I think to grab it, but fear lies within. I am the monk who drunk of sacred water. I took the red pill, against cannon fodder of those who forgot her. They didn't have to burn libraries, they just had to burn our brains to make those most sane perceived as pure insanity. You may chortle when I say you are immortal, but despite differential, I just want your mental existential preferential to the more substantial things in this dimension. This particular extension is difficult to mention only because human words can barely describe it. Try to defy it and get blinded by science. Compliance in complacency. The necromancy of life has me feeling kind of dancy, kind of fancy, prancing around in aura. In flora, let me enter your kingdom of hearts. You can call me Sora. You can call me amazing, blazing trails interphasing the prophecy. If you're as lost as me, then follow me down the road less traveled. Show never canceled and always harm none. Do a Zello. I got one more. Right? And yeah, that was the only thing. I had 2 poems this time. So here we go. Thoughts of mystic, my third eye going ballistic. Rick James ain't got shit on this. You tried to throw your haterade on me and you missed. Dissed yourself, but I just keep on trolling. Sprinkle keep of your knowledge in this blunt that I'm rolling. This reality we're controlling, molding into our human experience. Creations of clairvoyance troubled by my human annoyance. There's a lot of dust I have to shake off of my chakras as they have not been used much. Such reason, almost treason, as I let the world have its way with my brain for a long time, deadening my sign frequency to the next one. The heck's done now that I've woken. The knowledge has been spoken, and I'm no longer choking on the smoke screen of distractions, creations of the grand faction, and I'm just like, where the fuck is the passion? I come back to the place where it all began, and I kind of see where it is. I really see more where it is not. 'Tis not in this spot, I realize, sadly. I wanted it so badly to love her madly. I suppose in some way I do. Though I was made here, I was not meant for you to consume, County of Coos. At first it seems like everything is like really chill. Everyone's just keeping it chill, but for real, everyone moves slow because they don't have anywhere to go. They're trapped in a 4-mile diameter of their own reality, own parameter of acceptable brainwave. I was once a slave to the depraved, deprived, depressed, and deceased. I released the chains, but what remains is the ability to see with new light, but with the phantom pains of the steel that dug into my wrists. They persist, I resist, energy ventriloquist. Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed too, but my karma's a little past due. I will not let my curses overtake me. I will not let a hater shake me when I can make the fucking earthquake. I spirit bomb your ignorant argument, trying to start shit imminent, but your stupid sign is way more prominent than you would like to think, little sheep. Though I pray for you to awaken, for your soul to be taken up to ascendance and true resplendence, I bathe in the decadence you've created. That should have been another one. I'm gonna read like one IQ and then advance. I think it's enough time.
Yeah, you still have time. Yeah, 3 minutes.
These were ones that I didn't get to last time. Yeah. Widmer Brothers Heaven. 'Tis not a great drink, warm, though not many are. It's really bitter. Typical college student. That shit is sick, yo. Give me another beer, bro. Fuck a haiku. Bag. They're all gone. I can say it now. Let's see here. Moon is a sliver, lover and giver. Luna, my aura quivers, and that's it.
Oh, goodness gracious. That was entertaining. This has all been entertaining, but Jesus, that was cool. That was also the funniest haiku I've ever heard. Like, ever. All right. Let's give a warm round of applause for Will. And also for Slash, because it is his turn. Slash, keep clapping. Yes, I want those hands vibrating by the end of this. There we go.
Yes, before I start this poem, around my house I have a lot of books, DVDs, VHS movies, so on this one I just took all my VHSs, DVDs, and books and put them all on the bed and see what I came up with. And this is what I came up with. So if you hear a movie that you've seen, all right, here we go. Bitter as a jagged edge, the mind games of people of the darkness is an enchanter of the daybreakers. The tiger woman searches for the good son born to ride. The generation warriors are doll makers in the skin of a lion. The score of a talisman is the devil's price. The death of the poet lights a candle to the masters of the universe. Different seasons of the ghost rider is the empty land of a treasure chest beating to the power of flow. The dead zone experience is divinity. Do not touch, look, admire the bend in the road. At last, love is letting go of fear. Run one true thing, whatever you say I am. The outsiders, the hitchhiker, the daybreakers of the young guns, a teenage mutant, a ninja, a turtle of its own winter's tale. I am the one who flew over the cuckoo's nest, the last of the breed, the fight club of the children of the dawn, the Goonies of a jackal, until there's point of no return. The practical ways to transform ghosts that still walk, the getaway of the Thundercats, the Super Friends, united, they stand, or they'll be gone in 60 seconds. Heroes shed no tears. This is hell on wheels, so take me to your teacher.
That was awesome. Especially when you brought up Thundercats. I don't do that in poetry enough. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Also, I'd like to point out from the last poem before that, Spirit Bomb. Fuck yeah. Sorry, Dragon Ball Z. Anytime I hear anything about Dragon Ball Z, I have gotta go crazy. You guys don't know? You guys know what the Spirit Bomb is?
Dragon Ball Z!
Okay. Just have to delay for a second. Okay. Okay. I just want to get you guys on there. Okay, everybody, stand up. Stand up. All right. All right. Reach your hands to the side. For Goku! Okay, now everyone sit the hell back down. It's back to poetry.
It didn't last 5 episodes, man. It's gotta last 5 episodes.
Yeah, I know, but we can't last 5 episodes. Anyway, we've got an old schooler who's coming back up onto the stage. He hasn't been here for a while, so let's give a warm round of applause to Bix. Give him some love. Because he was here during Carry On a Cush.
Cool!
Yeah. From the beginning of the last one, before I was the host.
But now you're the one with the most.
Oh, shucks.
Come
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Before, during, and after. We, dog, you, together, cats, books, pencils, desk, rope, troll, saw, the green fields of my childhood memory, time, jobs, money, questions of why the world does the way it does, enjoy, laugh, drink, wine, dine in my time of the sun, the one I worked so hard for, grow, sow, seed, hold, curled, knurled, gentle sleep that comes to one at last, light, sing, no vanity. Behind the iron, the little fence of culture is where I grow ivy. This silly little fence of iron is where I play. I go there and hear and muse about the gods. Where do they, or are they? I watch the weather, or whether or not what I'll do. I took time out, better than a week's vacation. Talk to someone. I've been dreaming of the whys and the wherefores, chasing my dreams like butterflies or whores. The back of my head said, go or go crazy. In a few moments, that felt like a decade. I found a tiny pebble of sense. I see now I must act a little crazy to get anything done.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Acting a little bit crazy to get anything done. Yeah, thank you, Bix. Yeah, no, when I said old school, I meant like, okay, so before page 2 poetry, there was an event called Carry On at Cush. That was like a year ago. And so he was coming during the beginning of that. That's old school.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes. And now we have a newcomer. His name is AJ. Let's give a warm welcome to AJ. Enter by the poetry slot.
Okay, I've never read poetry before, but I have a short one for you guys.
Hey, do you need me to look the mic up for you?
That's okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. That feeling, walking swift through the green wood, expansive, echoing sounds of water and chronos, liquid xenoflora lie in quick motion, blurred, across empty space, and I am rushing along in the cool convection appeased. I am hollow golden aluminum wind chime. I whistle, floating briskly, only part of the cold green blur.
Wait, it's really your first time? You did awesome! I had no idea. You're a natural. Way to go, AJ. Thank you. And now it is time for my beloved Bridget to come and share her beautiful poetry with y'all. So give her a warm welcome.
Not quite as tall as everyone else.
There you go.
Okay,
That's it.
that's fine. So this one's entitled The Pain. And again, I like to give a little backdrops. I deal with a lot of pain day to day. I have a lot of health issues that cause a lot of pain. I have to make medications. And this was written around the time it started, so it was kind of before I got used to it. All right, so the pain that wells deep within my sadness, the fear and lost hope that falls with every tear, the dark that shadows my soul and has broken my heart, time and again. What loves cry out in my core like a banking fire that refused to cease. My eyes a portal to emptiness, and the hollow of a person beat to submissiveness. My fingers bleed sympathy like climbing down a brick wall with no ropes to cling to. My body the shell of what it used to be. Slowly my world has fell apart, crumbling so I may never pick up the pieces. The pain that is in my sadness is all I have left, to know this is all real. And a happier one. And kind of embarrassing. Okay, I'm going to slink off stage after I read this. It's entitled My King. His touch is like fire, his breath leaving imprints on my soul. His gaze an enraptured avalanche of pure beauty. His smile is warm, as like a warm ray of sunshine, the heat working its way into my heart. His words touch my soul and wrap around my brain like the mystic words of a monk. I could look for days in the pools of his eyes and always find love, the yin to my yang, the sword to my hunter, my truest love, the king of my heart.
Hey, I'm the evil overlord. I do what I want. All right, thank you. Let's give another round of applause to my Bridget. All right. Now, Plato, are you among us? Yeah. Ah, good. Let's give a whooping round of applause to Plato.
beautiful, lovely, awesome, amazing, cool, talented people. I hope y'all are having a great day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what I love? I mean, I love people. I love this open mic. It's like the coolest open mic I've found in 5 years in this town. This is awesome. I love the open mic, but I also fucking love cell phones, dude. Like, it's embarrassing, it's uncool, because we're all about people connection, right? But I love my cell phone because, like, this is a modern day sword. I can be chatting with a friend over in Argentina right now, pretending to perform with y'all. I could be reading news about stuff going on in China, and that's fucking cool. But the problem is, sometimes my wife is trying to talk to me when I'm reading about the news in China, and you know, when I'm not paying attention to her, my wife to me sounds like this. I go, yeah, baby, I love you. It's all good. I'm like, yeah, of course, baby, of course. She keeps talking, I keep agreeing. Next thing you know, Saturday morning, I agreed to clean my toilet, but I didn't agree to clean my toilet. I just nodded and said so when I was actually looking at my phone. So then my wife comes home, the toilet's not clean, and she's like, why didn't you clean the toilet? And I'll have to be like, I'm sorry, I was instant messaging, multitasking, traveling on my smartphone like a spaceship, surfing Google Earth, searching, seeing craters carved in the face of our creator by nuclear bombs. So I was thinking, civilization must be playing Russian roulette. See, this is a brave new age. This is the age of digital dollars and radioactive rainbows, stem cells and cell phones, bionic limbs and genetically modified potatoes. Think, we spent thousands of years struggling, rubbing sticks and stones to create fire. Now I sit in my warm home and my lazy ass presses the microwave one button away from my desire. Where the cost of this convenience is oil, spilled in an ocean named after Atlantis. Atlantis is a mythological city destroyed when their people couldn't handle their technological advances. So this is the age of the absurd, where thousands of dead birds or dead bees can get cried from the sky. And in the worldwide whirlwind, the newsprint is dying. So every day they're printing on their headlines, the disaster is happening faster and faster. So every day when I'm on my phone looking about the news in China or somewhere, I'm reading about another earthquake, tsunami, flood, drought, uprising, repression, corruption, destruction. And it's so fucking overwhelming that I can't handle it. I mean, it's happening right now. Right now it's happening, but I can't just handle it all. See, I'm struggling just to pay my own bills, and that's like a run of the mill. It's a rat race, so that just feels like it's a treadmill, and I'm just running in place. So after a long, hot day, I just want to escape and space out through some Chinese food and Hulu. But I can't afford internet, so I steal from my neighbors, and it takes me about an hour to stream a 30-minute episode. So after my cold fried rice, I split the cookie, but it's unfortunate as I wonder, what if our descendants are living on styrofoam mountains? It's like a society, we're dreaming of a stable tomorrow, but we keep waking up at the same quicksand bed we woke up in yesterday. Then I looked over the phone, I saw your face, I realized I do want to hear what you have to say, but first, I need to stop, I need to pray. See, when the world is trembling, it's time for remembering that we are blessed. So before we speak, may we take a deep breath. We both know we're stressed when beneath our smiles our teeth are clenched. So let beauty be born when we hug, so we may touch. God, may love be our refugee camp where we gently stamp our carbon footprint as we dance to the rhythms of nature. So may we know hates, just love and pain. May we help the world to heal, but this world is not ours to save. So may we just be brave and courageous enough to make the changes that we need to make to live day to day. And through it all, may we just know that this globe is our home, humanity is our family, and love is our religion. And I want to believe that so much that I'm going to say it again, that this globe is our home, humanity is our family, and love is our religion. So let me put this stupid smartphone away, this stupid phone away, because I'd rather hear what you have to say. Oh my God. 4 minutes?
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm Plato, Jason, son of God. I mean, I could hug a nun when I go on a walk with my dog, cause I shine bright when I fight for light like a protester police, politician, priest. See, I'm out for thieves that hide in the shadows. I'm a warrior of light. I am ready for battle like that. I don't even know what that was. That's how serious I am. So I saw this guy who said to love her, you must buy a diamond ring. I said, bling, bling, don't mean a thing. Spend all your money on a ring. He said a diamond lasts forever. I said, yeah, just like an arm severed in a diamond mine. So the price of diamonds is violence. I said, you are wrong, and I am righteous. You know what? I think I want to fight you like... I started punching till I had bloody knuckles. Then I heard chuckles, something hilarious from this grandmother, Native American. I said she is dumb and he is evil. That old lady said they aren't even people. You must be blind. Silly coyote, just like a coyote, you are hitting a billboard sign. I said, old woman, you don't know me. So I raised my fist to hit this witch. She raised the mirror. I saw my fear. I said, I gotta get out of here. So I started to run from the sun like a son of a gun. I could shoot to none. So I ran past the church, lost my dog till I ran till it hurts. I tried to hide inside a tavern, only to hear my shadow's laughter as he pulled out the cigarette to smoke with a joke, and he blew a hit in my face as he said, I know of your addictions. I'm gonna teach you about discipline. I know you're in a relationship. I'm gonna get us some women. Shadow grabbed the butt, said, hey, baby. She turned around. He pointed at me and said, dude, are you crazy? Why'd you touch that lady? Now she was waiting for her boyfriend who played football and did steroids. He rushed in. I hugged him. Shadow started punching, but Shadow was hitting me in my kidneys. And now the football player started laughing. He thought this was funny. So I slipped free in this melee. I raised my fist to hit my shadow. My shadow said, you need me to be me so you know how to see. You should thank me. You learn who you are through what you are not. So you might as well just buy me a beer and a shot. And I said, why not? Cheers. Now I gotta get out of here. Shadow laughed, ha, see you next time. So I walked out the bar like a star in the sky. I glowed in the dark and I found my dog and we walked home. Thank you for giving me a few moments of your life to listen to me ramble on. And now it's my brief capitalism moment. I do have CDs for sale. I can also barter. Anyways, have a lovely night. Let's hear some more good folks.
That's funny. I totally thought I'd have to get out the other alarm. That was fucking fantastic. It's like, man, who needs TV when you have live poetry? Oh, wait. Unless you're watching it on YouTube. All 5 of you who might be watching it on YouTube. Hi. I bet you can't really see my face. Yeah, we need a better feed. So there's only 3 poets left. Yeah, I know. That means we have to wait another week after the last poet. Yeah. But that's okay, because that other week will happen. But for now, let's give a warm welcome to Blake.
All right. Here he is.
Yeah, I could do that for you. You don't have to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Tell me when.
This week has been a total lesson in like double spacing and writing neatly. We all can bear with me for a moment.
Yeah.
called a week of grieving. A week of grief. Though I can't remember what I'm grieving. A week of revisiting places only my feet remember. It eludes and confuses me. I chase the tail of this fever dream like a dog, to the river, to the garden, to the graveyard to dig for old bones and pine cones, and I don't even know. I glean what fruit I can from this urban arboretum, and I wait. I wait to digest what's just a little too foul and funky for my contorted belly. I wait for the strength to stand, sprint, and sing in praise of life. I praise that death demands, in praise of the death that calls life grand. I wait for the fractured poems of my lost child's warnings to form a frame. I cut and paste when my friends play outside. And I wait, and invite the watercolor blots of just what the fuck I'm reading to come into frame. And board my broom maybe to the river, to the roses, to the bed of bones, that I might know my phantom by name and call him. That I might light candles, offer herb, and finally sing its favorite songs and help it along. Put it to rest, put myself to rest. That I might unwind the needless knots of my mind, whose ghostly arms smother the very sheep of my sleep, and bring back Eli's from the deep, deep, deep. Honestly, right now, I'm forcing this. I'm forcing this expression. I'm even forcing this. And you can feel it. You can feel it in your marrow. Part of you can feel it. Something's not right. This is not true grief. This is not the song, the call, the shriek of grief. We don't know the shriek of grief. It's not fully real, what I'm saying. It's not fully right. The ghost of my grief is here. Alive, here and now, very much alive. I can hear his clanking chains and mumblings, and eager, exhausted, I would force him into form. I would betray his passing's process and speed him along. I would have him move with the ment of my morning pages. But spoiler alert, he's me. I'm grieving me, and I am slow and stubborn. I'm humbled by the speed, or by the slow speed and tough shell of my tortoise tummy. A knot of bugs, both mine and not. The very web of earthen questions I traded all the answers for 1,000 days ago, 3 years ago, when I left Eugene. Honestly, I'm not as bitter as my soup now tastes. This was not my planned poem. I clearly don't have a fucking planned poem. What am I really saying? But I left the I left the crock pot of my mind on all week, and the kale got a little burnt. So don't worry, the CSA will bring more next week. The blocks didn't fit. The copy pasta didn't taste right. I was never any good at Tetris anyway. And yet, there is a Tetris fuck up of a transition into another poem. That's all I got. It's called My Morning Pages. Any relation, I don't know. It is what it is. Feel deep. Don't think. Feel deep and don't think. Just keep moving at that ink. Walk through this orchard with a beat. Swing left, swing right. Grab the fruit most ripe and take a juicy, delicious, decadent bite. Keep walking, just keep walking. Get a little oldie moldy. Taste something you don't like, crunching on cliches, hollow cores, and the maggots of broken metaphors. Keep moving. Just keep moving. Keep the pen moving. Don't get stuck on any one stanza of a tree. God forbid the funky phrase of a foul fruit, a foul, self-doubting fruit. You'll go nauseous, blind, and exit this orchard through the gates of the mind. The world is a nectarous garden, beckoning to you from all sides. Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Come, stroll through me, she says. Write to me, sing to me. Just keep it moving. Whatever you do, keep it moving. These are my morning pages.
Yeah, you got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Is it cool if I just yell like something?
Well, that's as long as you don't like scream straight into the mic, you're good.
Okay, so stop what I'm doing.
Well, you know, I mean, like, you know. No, go ahead, do whatever you do. Do what you do.
Do it.
Do it. Woo! Out. Yeah. You said it's your stage.
Oh, this is too long. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I don't
do it.
I don't care.
You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
This is called Love Letter to My Mother. Sure. Oh, Mama. Let me make love to you. Let me in. Let me deep. May I confide and abide in the sweet love sac of your womb, the amniotic ocean whose loss I'm still grieving. I can still smell the salt, baby. Oh, this warm bath. Oh, this sea of dissolution. Let me in. You see, nature, like all things, has her own consciousness, and like all consciousness, she likes to be listened to. But she freaks out over your song. She absolutely fucking loves it. So why would I leave? How could I leave her side? Her bosom, in you, I am you, baby. I am the world of this floor, the fire of this all too bright light, and the streams of your blood and yours too. The spirit of even this dusted mic. I sing to the curls of your pines, bow before the roots of your toes, and suck the syrup sap you ooze between every crack. I float all in the jello warmth of your river, baby. This is a love letter from your son. I gotta get organized. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you did awesome, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, no, be nice to yourself. I really like that. Thank you, Blake. All right, it's time for our penultimate poet. Ooh, penultimate poet. Ooh, penultimate poet. Ooh. And it's a new poet, too. It's their first time to be very, very quiet and in tune. Oh, you gotta enter through the poetry slot. I don't want you to suddenly catch fire. That's what happens if you enter that way. There are rules around here. But yeah, give a warm welcome to Courtney. Not very well. Here, hold on. Let's get this comfortable here. There we go. Yeah, this should be a little better. There you go.
Okay. I wrote this. Can you hear me? This way?
Yes.
I wrote this earlier today for my son, Jacob's son. He's a regular, I guess, of the kind of. Big bald head right now. So I'm just going to read it. Here's to you, my sunny boy, Jacob's son. May swirling stars follow you all your days. Joker man dance to the light of the moon. Sparks fly high and there's... Okay, Bobby. It's a slightly different tune. But not so different. Mine is a tune wrung from moments of high and low. My moments escape time. Breathe wildly out of control. Slowly, fastly, slowly, fastly. No, Jacob, there is no choice, son. For a woman with child, the choice is none. None but to go with the flow, no matter how painful. The only choice in the end is to let go. You were a 10-month fish with big brown eyes and bushy brows, just for that bit of extra expression. And you liked it. You liked the womb, the warm and cozy womb, the wet and dark and weightless red glow, and the warm and cozy rhythm, the ebb and flow, the bong of nourishment, a direct hit, all day fulfillment, fucking in utero bliss. Bam, 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 he played the drums on my tummy, tum, tum. And the xylophone ribs, ping, 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 ting, ting. Right there at your disposal day or night. Oh, but that mystery spot, squishy and soft, like the top of your beautiful forming big brain. That spot called hither, like a squishy pulsing sea anemone with the mouth and lips and throat. Jeez, get away from me! I'm too young for you. I'm a wee boy babe just staying in my mama's womb. Who the baby fuck are you? Angeline, she said, I am your vagina canal. Little lad can squeeze through my cave. A beautiful light is at the end of the tunnel. No, I don't want to go there. I will resist and live here without any care. My glowy wet world, unaware. So Jacob dug in as if he had autonomy. He was one, as I was one, with the universe between my knees. Little prince, be born, for God's fucking sake, already. I love you, but your head is about to explodiate. Okay, it's time, sonny boy. You gotta get in the groove, start to move. And he did. We did. He did, I did, it did. The whole universe did. 10 months baked. And here he is, my boy himself, an individual wrapped of joy and pain, deep questioning. Oh no. Pain and deep questions and understanding. I laugh, I cry. Laugh, cry, poke your mother in the eye. Laugh, cry, poke your mother in the eye. Joker man danced to the light of the moon. Na na na. Joker man danced to the nightingale's tune. And the birds fly high by the light of the moon. Joker man. Whoa, whoa. Joker man. Yeah. That's for Jacob.
That was sweet. But you know what else is for Jacob? The stage. Because he is the ultimate poet of the night. Yes. Take it away.
You did that to your mom.
I too wrote about the womb, just like the past two poets. Get ready. Pluck the right nipple, not the left. Sure response to take time to train for the oxygen, for the habitat in shelters. Just to be reminded of the state it scobbles. Freebase, forsworn, burn, huge, long-haired, gray and white. Long-haired slept on top of my head. When I cried into his fur above his rod, I was allergic and died. I died when I killed it. Homework is oofe. It's youth for fucking porking. Porking is youth for porny fucking. Hole is for broken and half my knuckles. Easing, rotating up your esophagus to meet my twisting limb injected through anal crater. This is my child. Ice, or is me? It is chillet. Nice place, rocking back forth, pelvic, dramic. Big, wonderful, embryotic gel bean, broken in a embryotic sling, pelvic rolling. Mama's deference in my own lone rhythm, till quite. She laid sleeping, rolling over fists, stretched, feeling against a hence elastic, a stringer muscle of her skin. I feel their hands, bum rubbing top of head, which side up, which side down. Last room, now I'm in a neck brace, turning around. Now I am in Dan Tietel's thrims, I'm going the urge. I'm in a neck brace, turning around now. I am in Dano. Space, just squeeze through the other side of the street. I put myself in the baby in the day. Unknown BBT space, just squeeze through to the other side of the street lay. Come out, and the doctor said not to come, is too old to live back in there, and he needs to poop, and he's starting to poop. Mo, it's time, it's all time. If he doesn't come, inject hormone. Come out to the doctor, said not to come, it is not too old to live back in there, and he needs to poop. And she needs more natural fashion between the two of us. Could I get that coming along? None hormone. What she needs more natural fashion between the two of us. Could I get that coming against Pitocin? Synthetic. I did lay in a bag, big bursting, so big, tight, okay? We're gonna food this. Stimulate the nipples. Feel cramps, uteral contracts. Such as with Jacob, please speak again for squeezing in school and squishes slow through the canal, then srarings back to images of pelvis spine. Such as with Jacob, please speak again for squeezing in school and squishes slow through the canal, womb Borutus. Origins of man. Jacob remembers too. Tune separate, so I guess I know you get real sighted. Spine starts racing, mani, roots, roosing, repepepep to the axioms, impulvisions, those things interfere with the child being cute and along with had feelings. Convermanic symptomania, racing fruits, repataxions, like pultrotions in culture in where interfere function. Life categorized as waldron, a bill to illness in mind of in typing. Oh, just fucking jumped so far. Yeah, why can't I stop? It stopped. Coughing, categorized as waldron, a bill to illness in mind. In here, choices, the voice, I feel a lot of havings. In whole, considerations. In kata, torata, risid, feel fine, real fine line, expression of ecstasy and passion. and simpler to manic and rebalations, harms, causes, darn, balance, thrower, blatant, put, silence, but now all of the by good now? Why can't I stop it? Stop, I'm Lil Gimps and conservate with self, be inconservate with self and completely, forgore 20 forgotten percentages, not recollect, begin no rem, but coming into all other stuff in gale, exhale. Cape, I'm time, I'm done for Mao. I'm glad came today, chewing and rubbing crown. Rub boils once stretch head waltz around. Table, moving chair perform okay, it's on what I was, doking. Basically, I'm gonna take a shower, wonder, fiat, no wooden beer, wonder where sweats wort was zoom. Suspect to plan and take care of that one bolt. Frankenstein bolts on the blash plate belly. Oh great, what's can fax? Oh well, I call him. Nice out, two hat. Neighbor houses feel like home to me. Pasadena, Kansas Orisco. Citisranstries, Forties, neighborhood, home and serene. Here, here, here. Macron in, out. Bzz, xub, xub, bez, what ish, this, tro, ro, shillish, bro, tin, rich, 2, 8, not valel, noob, picking up, scan, and send, oh, Jesus, scanning, picking, pat, pit, pat, pit, pat, but forward, voice and memory to here, here. Pat, why don't not ask none his faxes anymore? Kia from Dick Blake's secretary guy. Partic refractions, I creep telling if Elul hostile then on Saturday. Yeah, hide right now. I'm wait tunga do that I'm trying to feel weeks in Good Hill, but here tomorrow in Bosch building dug. Putting ashes on a new house, always planning to do it, but put under new house and taking the old house. Why not both leaden hearts, ashen dividire, emulsified laughter, death day plan? Won't involve every desires, won't count on that ho ho ho. Need is growing up in 60s deliberate, belligerent word right there. Well, I don't beg, I'd bake him in his favorite pie.
30 seconds.
There you go, that would be good. Numb up in the research hail is marrying. Park the car up in place. Ha, parquet. Wine sleeper bag 5 days and get him ill blood good. I feel kind of like I'm up right now and come cramp. Yo, sounds good. Amy clears out ideally. Okay. Intern if open door in Valley right in shop Novato in tomorrow. Vor erective bloodrecution clotted. Fro-gawk throttled, fear-based rot. Non-particular coiled under me under, between and beneath.
Good job, hey, thank you. Oh, that was awesome. This has been a good week. No, it's only Tuesday. The rest of the week can fuck off. Yeah. Yeah. Because this is the only day that counts. It's not about Monday or Wednesday or Sunday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday. It's about Tuesday because this is when the poetry happens. Anyway, I'd like to make a habit of giving you guys a bonus poem. Because I love you. Thank you. And this is called Mosquito. Iron is what I needed. Iron. Sucking on railroad spike. Searching for lanterns in the misty doldrums of a weak stomach. Iron droplets. So salty. So warm. Still pulsing. a river too thin to swim, barely thick enough to drink. They swat me away. I have many legs, little itsy bitsy wings. I have more than one body, and my brain is mob psychology. I spread disease, but I didn't know. I didn't. I am just a swarm, attracted to life, frowned upon by most. I was born in the Golgotha of the dogs of war. You swat at me, an island. I crave the blood more. And it doesn't matter if you kill me, because you're sick now. And be you a human, a dog, or a cow, I have your blood. And you have my gift. It's not free health care, just a terrible itch. Thank you. This, ladies and gentlemen, has been page 2 poetry at Cush Cafe. In the brain of the soul of the heart of Eugene, Oregon, on the west coast in the something hemisphere of the earth. Every Tuesday. Oh yeah, that's for you people on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends. Alright, everybody, get the hell out of here. Now we're hanging out. I don't care. Do whatever. Thanks for coming. Hey, who's...
That was Blake's.
Hey, Blake. You left this on stage.
Blake!
Got some new snappy things.
How'd you like it?
I need a
Hey,
broom.
Tyler. Hey, you guys. Have some of your snappy things. How about you?
Yeah, I gathered that.
As you can tell, I have a bunch of melts in my
I also need to turn this.
Like that was good. I didn't even Oh yeah. I love your poem. Have a great day. And that wasn't embarrassing, by the way. It was sweet.
It was still very embarrassing for me.
Well, for me, it was sweet.
Oh, thanks, David. What's up, man? I'm gonna go get it first. So then you a cigarette. You're lady. That's the idea. I figured help out. Get a roll. It's really just an excuse. You do it too? How'd you like the poetry? Freaking awesome. I got this on there. Maybe it'll be up here. Oh, there's freaking guitar string in the closet. Yeah. Here's the dustpan. Oh, I got one right there. Oh, okay. Thank you. Are we still online? Like literally, like what the fuck did you guys do? Like
I'm rolling him a cigarette.
Gabriel. I wasn't able to. I came when I could, man. I was at band practice. Oh yeah. How do I stop this broadcast? Yeah. Cool. I think Sunday.
Stop broadcast.
Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, 11 a.m. Ecstatic dance stage. Yeah, it's not coming. Oh, Sunday, 11 a.m. Ecstatic dance stage.